This video is talking about when enough is enough. And in order to realize when enough is enough is when you realize that there is an actual problem. And that problem is multiple things. If you start waking up in cold sweats, if your feet are swollen constantly, you feel bloated and you look bloated, you're tired all the time, you're sick all the time, you feel like you don't want to do anything, you constantly just want to lay back and just relax and sleep, probably sleep most of the time, and you start realizing that all that stuff is negative, all that stuff's not good. You want to get out of that habit, and that's it. But once you look in the mirror one day and you just say, hey, enough is enough, that means that you know that everything that I just mentioned is a problem and is an issue and it is not good. It's definitely in the negative category. That's a good start. I have to congratulate you, and that's great, because that's the first step to hopping on that wagon and going into a direction where it comes with happiness, health, fitness, exercise, positivity, and just greatness, overall greatness. And in order to get on that wagon, instead of getting on the wagon going backwards down the hill into the negativity category, and the positive is the earth-made healthy foods, and the negative is the man-made processed foods. That's the main reason why I'm having this conversation. If you stay going down that hill and rolling backwards, then you will just keep digging a deeper and darker hole for yourself. And at one point, it's going to be too late and you won't be able to get out of it. In order to get out of it, and in order to change your constant bad habits, you got to look in the mirror one day and you got to say, enough is enough. You don't even have, the mirror thing could be there, doesn't matter. In your brain, say enough is enough. The main thing I'm saying is enough is enough. You got to know that you've had it with this. You've had it with that bad crap. You don't want to be like this anymore. You want to be able to actually get out of bed instead of taking 20 minutes to get out of bed because you're so overweight, or you don't want to have stomach cramps all day. You don't want to feel constantly tired or constantly angry or constantly, it feeds all these negative energy comes out of the fact that you're eating bad foods. Bad processed foods changes moods and changes everything. So if you want to stay in that situation, I'm telling you right now that happiness, health, and longevity is not going to be in that equation. It is not going to be in that same bubble if you stay going down that path where you're constantly eating bad and you're not treating your body right and you're just going down an unhealthy, bad hill. You're going down that hill and it's not good. Where you want to go up the hill and you want to achieve greatness, feel very, very happy, feel healthy too. Healthy and happiness go hand in hand together, and you want to live a long, happy, healthy life, longevity. So in order to feel all those three things and actually have it occur, you need to actually know that enough is enough. And you got to know what's bad and what's good. And obviously what's good is the earth-made foods that you want. And what's bad is the unhealthy, man-made processed foods. And instead of going your whole life with bad things, inflammation, swollen feet, stomach cramps, always constantly tired, angry at the world, at one point you're just going to be like, I've had it with this. And that's when things will change in a good way. So you got to know that there's a problem at hand. So that's all I got to say is that first things first, figure out that there's an issue and then handle that issue simply by realizing that that problem is a negative and you don't want to go back to that negative. You want to stay on a positive track, and in order to stay on that positive track, you got to know that earth-made foods are right and man-made processed foods are bad. And That's how you do it. You gotta keep on moving each and every day like it's a day where, you wanna realize that at the end of the day, each and every day, that 24-hour period, that you know that there's a whole life ahead of you. And why torture yourself by throwing down all this junk in your system where you could live a long, happy, healthy life by eating God's created foods, what God created on this earth? To me, that doesn't make sense. And I get it, taste buds, that's the big one. Tastes good, so I don't really, that's what people think. Tastes good, so I don't really care what it does to my insides. Well, you will when most of the kids that start out realizing that healthy food is what causes them to live long, happy, healthy lives are actually doing what they know is right and they're eating the healthy earth-made foods. They're going to be living past 120 years old, and you're going to be at 30 in a wheelchair because you just ate calzones and pizza for the last 4 months straight. That's it. It's calzones and pizza. See what I mean? It's not good. And what I got to say is that we all live on this earth to be happy and healthy. And in order to keep on going down that route, we got to know the difference between good and bad and healthy and unhealthy foods. Earth-made versus man-made processed. That's all I got to say, and let's stay active and get kinetic.